Custom Corner.
Custom Corner, episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. A long time ago, in the past few months, J. Edwards gutted the funk out of some of his sweet-ass 6-scale action figures. However, he was too damn lazy to play with his camera. So here they is, some good old Typhon Toys customs. And don't even bother wasting your time commenting on the lingo, the grammar, or the punctuation, cause we ain't get these skills from textbooks. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, party people in the place to be? It's nice to see you back, and I'm glad you're here to check out my latest episode of the Bomb Show Custom Corner. And for this episode, I'm gonna do a small lot of customs because they all relate to Star Wars, one of my favorite things of all time. Star Wars, not just the movie, Star Wars, Star Wars. So, I'm gonna start with Anakin Skywalker here. As you may recognize, this is the old sideshow Anakin Skywalker. This is not the Synth Apprentice version Darth Vader. This is just straight up old Anakin. So this guy's an awesome figure. I still like him. I'm still very happy with this. I'm sure if Sideshow did one now, it would be freaking amazing, but this one's still cool to me, and I thought he was a great deal when I got him. But anyway, I got the quarter scale Diamond Select Anakin Skywalker and didn't like that one very much at all, so I used the body for a custom that I'm working on. And but what I did with it was I took the sound module from in that sucker, from that big quarter scale, and I squeezed it up in here. He plays pretty low. He's not very loud, so I'm gonna put him close to the microphone so you can hear what you can actually hear him.
What kind of nonsense is this? Put me on the council and not make me a master?
Ooh.
I've just learned a terrible truth. I think Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord. I pledge myself to your teachings. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. What kind of nonsense is this? Put me on the council and not make me a master?
Anyway, he says those couple of things. I hope you can hear that well. He is pretty low. It's all about, you know, the placement of the speaker, and you know, so much of it, you know, of how well it's gonna sound depends on how the speaker is placed. And I'm so limited with space as it is, going from quarter scale to a 6-scale figure, because I mean the stuff was pretty large in there. I don't even remember if I switched out the speaker on that, but the next one I'm gonna show, let's say this is the Chogokin C-3PO. I don't think I showed this one before, but for some reason I thought I may have. It's not sound, it's not electronic, but well, the figure is electronic, but my custom has nothing to do with sound. This is a fantastic piece. This piece is magnificent. I will be getting the Sideshow C-3PO because the Sideshow C-3PO looks a lot better than this. Just the finish on it and the paint job and the weathering, and it really just looks mind-blowing. It looks just as good as their quarter scale, and their quarter scale is magnificent. But anyway, with this guy, the only thing that I felt they didn't do, besides not put any audio in it, was static hands, and it drove me crazy. So since you had 3 sets of hands, I took one pair of hands, the most straightened ones, and I actually gave his fingers articulation. I did it with both hands, and the thumbs don't really move. They move a tiny bit. It's really just pretty much you're getting that just one joint at the actual base of the finger. So they just kind of do that, and the thumb just barely moves. But what's really cool about these is because they're so fragile and so small and blah blah, I decided to make them breakaway. So the fingers are on magnets. So they'll stick right to the hand, and they'll come right off, and they'll even completely separate from each other. But they'll hold each other in place, in the right place, and they'll connect right to the hand, and then you have articulation on them. So that's really cool. This is something that if I saw on a figure, I'd be like, damn, that's awesome. That was a great idea. so I just did it myself. But this is a fantastic figure, and since it gave the, you know, the extra hands, look at that. That actually has functioning pistons, ratcheted joints. Some people put a filter on the eyes. I guess they thought the eyes were too bright. I think they look fine. They don't bother me at all. I'm way more. I go way more for the functions than for the aesthetics. Aesthetics are important, sure, but I'd rather the figure be. There you go. See that? Breakaway fingers work perfectly. They all stood together, and if I had bumped that into something else and they were static, and the way they originally came, they might have snapped. But who knows? But anyway, let's put this guy down. That's because I'm rushing, because I don't want this video to take forever. But there you go, C-3PO. And that's an awesome figure. Moving on to this guy. This is the old Hasbro 12-inch line from the 90s. I guess Power of the Force figure. He originally did come with this red light in the head. But, well, not this red light. He did have a red light built into him. And, but I got rid of that light because what I did to him, it actually took up the space of the way that the electronics were arranged inside of his head. So I had to get rid of it. But I re-put in my own red light, and I actually added this to it. So you hit this yellow light was supposed to be lighting up now too. I didn't get around to that. I don't think I'm gonna do it now after I saw the sideshow R2-D2. But anyway, you hit this is now a button, and when you hit this, you get all his sounds. And the front light blinks. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, this is really cool. But yeah, so he makes all the sounds, and it's really cool because he still has fully 360-degree rotating dome. Doesn't affect how many times or whether you can go all the way around with his head. It's freewheeling, kind of like a gyro or a rotor on a bicycle. And that was a real cheapo figure, but a friend got it from me, and he was like, "Man, I know you could pimp this," so you know I had to pimp it. And but it's really cool. But now that the sideshow one's coming out, man, that thing is so, woo, that thing is smoking. And who knows? Maybe I'll do a transplant on that guy. And last but not least, this is my favorite one. I'm sure you guys have all seen this guy. My review, lots of other reviews. But this figure is beautiful. I do admit I did jack this lightsaber from the Medicom, and because I paid my dues. I made the Darth Malgus lightsaber light up, and I was like, I don't feel like doing it again, so you know I had to make the sacrifice with the Medicom. I took his lightsaber. It works well too. The size is really nice. But anyway, this guy was so close to being the way I wanted him as far as the helmet goes that I just decided to do it. So this is the actual take apart helmet version. And whoops. And there's his head. And just a little bit of modification to the helmet. And that's the full helmet with all the internal details that's been modified. It isn't the take apart helmet, which after I did it I was like, oh damn, why did I use that helmet? I should have used the other helmet. But you know what, that's what happens when you customize things and you get those sparks of inspiration and you just kind of jump into it, and I just jumped into it. But this figure is just radiant. This is probably going to be my figure of the year. I don't care what else comes out. This is just the Darth Vader I dreamt of since the last sideshow Darth Vader came out. But yeah, I went and I jacked the lightsaber. This is the illuminated lightsaber from the Medicom. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I may go and actually build one from the Medicom. But also anyway, from the Medicom, I went and since I took the lightsaber, the real underlying plan before that was to take the sound. So I took his sound, which is ridiculous.
There is no conflict.
Oh man.
There is no conflict.
This guy's sounds are so.
There is.
Oh come on, play something else.
That is your destiny.
Yeah. That's so cool, man.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Ooh.
If that is your destiny.
Yeah, this guy is so bad now. Oh my goodness. That's all. Removable helmet, illuminated lightsaber, sound effects. This is as close to perfect as it's gonna get for me. I mean, there's always gonna be people that don't like the head sculpt or the paint job or the... Man, this is... They really can't make this any better unless they just make things look a little better. And just, I mean, it can't, I mean, once you got the sound and the light up lightsaber, the removable helmet, and if it looks 90% good to me, I'm gonna be madly in love with the figure. I'm madly in love with that. I was madly in love with that figure without my modifications, and now he's just, this has gotta be my favorite custom. I may do the lightsaber, but you know what? I am very happy with this lightsaber. And it, you know, I took the best of both worlds in my opinion. I really, that Medicom Darth Vader with the LED lightsaber and the sound effects was magnificent. But he had no electronic peripherals on his body, and it's a very small figure to display with the rest of them. So this guy is just it, man. You know, I combined the two. Yes, you know, I did bastardize the Medicom and did alter and transplant, but you know, I sacrificed one figure. However, the Medicom Batman the Medicom Darth Vader, I did. He has a perfect body. He's complete 100%. Again, he just does not have a light up lightsaber, and he has a standard lightsaber, and he does not have any sound effects. But if you stripped him down and you looked at his body completely, you would not see any signs of alteration at all. It looks like that's the way he came. So he's still perfect in his own way, but this guy is just the bomb. So yeah, I hope you guys thought this was interesting or entertaining. And I almost finished on my next big project. I've been working on a big one, and here's a piece of it to give you a clue what it is. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is a piece of the next custom I am working on. This is just a small piece of it, but I'm doing some pretty nice work on it. Some that I'm proud of already, and it's not done. I'm real happy with the way it's coming out. It's a bit more complex than most of these things. So, but I had a lot of fun with these too. These just as much. These are just, you know, bringing these guys one step closer to having like the real thing, you know. I love these guys. I love all of this stuff. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and if it was entertaining, cool. I appreciate you coming back and checking my stuff out. And I'll be doing the comment responses for the last Custom Corner video. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? These are the responses to the comments on the pimped out Hot Toys Red Snapper figure. So I'm gonna start with the comments from the I guess these are from the Hot Chick School Toy Review page, which people are still watching our videos there, and I wish they would just watch them on the Bomb Show, because we got this grand loser squatting on our web domain name. I'm gonna go and put it out there. I'm gonna put all the information on this guy out there, because he shouldn't get away with that. And he's a big shot, and he should know better, and he's a snake. But on to some positive stuff. So the first comment was by Mohammed Guyver. Great work. Can you share the custom details? Work like materials used to customize. Should share step-by-step work. LOL. I am definitely planning on doing that. Working on a. I am not working on it, but I do plan on working on a kind of, I guess not a step-by-step, but a kind of how I did what I did, where I take lots of photos and give a much more narrative description, you know, as I'm doing things, kind of, I guess. Yeah, you know, thanks for the comment, thanks for watching, and I am planning on doing something like that. So it's not going to be a really complex piece, because that would just take forever. But maybe one of my Star Wars ships or something. The next one I do, maybe I'll do it on one of those guys. And
Before I read through these comments, I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching and commenting and subscribing, whatever, support. Just in case I forget to mention, because I'm going to try to run through these comments because there's kind of a lot of them, so bear with me, please, and thank you again. Next up, we got Muggy215. What's going on, Mo? Wow, best project. Yeah, you went from 1/6 Wizard to the all high and mighty creator of all things 1/6. Yeah, thanks, man. You kicked that thing's ass, bro, and turning it into a dream figure that it should have been in the beginning. Are you taking commissions? It looks very expensive, probably couldn't afford it, but please humor me. Thanks for sharing it. Please keep up the great work and much appreciated. Peace. I haven't taken commissions before because no one's approached me about a commission, but the way I do it is I post my videos, and if somebody really wants it, they literally PM me, private message me an offer, or make me an offer, whatever, call the shop or whatever, and that has happened on several occasions. I have had people, I get a bunch of people asking me if this is for sale and this is for sale, but you know what? I really can't put a price on the stuff I make because I originally make the stuff for myself to the specifications that I really want. So it all depends on if somebody's willing to put enough money in my face for me to say, you know what, I'll let go of this. Just like, you know, my Darth Malgus figure and a bunch of the other stuff I've made. People have offered me the right amount of money that I just couldn't refuse, so it obviously was for sale. But I really don't make these things to sell them. I make these things because these are just little tweaks and spoilers that I would like to put on my own personal pieces. But thanks for commenting, bro. I gotta go over see what's going on your channel. I'm pretty bad about that. I'm so bad about that. But next we got Terso Beyond the Sound. Man, dude, this made my night, man. Incredible work. You really went all out on that. Did on this mofo. Damn, man, I'm just speechless. Thank you very much. Well, you had a lot to say there, and I appreciate it. So you weren't quite speechless. It wasn't that mind-blowing, but I appreciate it very much. And I put my heart and soul into these pieces, and I try to do customs that I don't think anybody else would do. You know, I'm not gonna do the sculpted paint and weather the clothes customs. That's just not my style, man. I'm more into the engineering and the functional customs. But thanks for the comment. Next we got Newborn Collector, bro. This is amazing. Do you have a degree in engineering? You could have been an engineer in a past life. LOL. Great work. Some of the best I have ever seen by far. I love watching your custom corner. Thanks for sharing. Peace. As this guy just basically co-signed my statement. I like doing those engineering kind of customs, you know, technical stuff. But thanks for the comment. And no, I don't have an engineering degree. I probably should have went to school for engineering because I guess that kind of stuff comes natural to me. I just always took my stuff apart when I was a kid, man. I reverse engineered everything, and I just love taking things apart. I still do. I used to get my ass beat for that when I was a kid, but you know what? That's what I do. My mom should have figured that out, but either way, thanks for the comment. Next we got Will Pierre. Sick, won't even bother asking about commissions. 6 days wouldn't be feasible, but perfect job, perfect. I did a custom Doc Ock that was a labor of love, but nowhere near as long. Okay, cool. I'd like to see that, man. You should send me some photos sometime. Yeah, so thanks for the comment. Moving on, next we got CTC0503, dope work, J, salute. And that's I guess hashtag. That for me, that's just a pound. And even taking it way further back, that's just a tic-tac-toe board. I don't use that hashtag. That's too trendy. I don't know. I don't know why people are calling that hashtag now. It's never been called a hashtag. Anyway, thanks for the comment and dope work. I agree. I'm feeling that piece. Next we got Johnny B. Good 11. The Power Pose is a great figure. Besides, I bought the die-cast War Machine and it has really loose sockets. Didn't care for that. Yeah, the die-cast pieces are not quite. I really don't consider them die-cast Iron Man figures. They have die-cast parts, but I'm gonna skip to a photo right here. If you look at these parts, you can compare. I believe the die-cast stuff is on the right and the plastic is on the left. I literally took one of these bad boys apart piece for piece, screw for screw, because like I said, I like taking them apart. And when I tallied everything up, the Iron Man War Machine basically came out to 25% die-cast. And to me, that just doesn't cut it for being called a die-cast figure. When you take the Aoshima Terminator figure, or the Chogokin C-3PO, those guys are much smaller figures than the War Machine, and they weigh a hell of a lot more. Those are a lot more along the lines of what I would call a die-cast figure, but as you saw in the photo, that's what you got. I mean, they're still nice, heavy figures, and they're still beautiful figures, but I wouldn't call those Iron Man figures straight up die-cast Iron Man figures, because I really don't think they are. But anyway, thanks for the comment. Moving along, next up we got Albert Orellana, I'm not sure which one it is. Did you use antenna pieces? Bang! Bingo! You got a good sharp eye. I do use antenna pieces. I use aluminum rods. I use those extending magnets. I use all kinds of stuff. A lot of that were antenna pieces, but the trick is how to get them to work properly, and how to mount them properly, and how to get them to stick, because you can't just glue metal to plastic. Doesn't work. So there's a lot of hidden engineering going on there. But yes, absolutely, I did use some antennas, and you have a very sharp eye. Thanks for the comment. And next we got Nabil Abdullah. That is some awesome work. Well done, and thank you for sharing. If you ever wanted to sell this bad boy, please let me know. Well, as I said before, I don't make these to sell, but if somebody puts the right offer up, there you go. As I have sold several pieces in the past. Thank you for the comment. And next up we have D. Hadley Ray. Funky as hell, bro. Good job. You the bomb. Yeah. Thank you for the comment. And I do agree. The red snapper is funky. Moving along, we got Zucky 2001. Hi, do you know something about the Batmobile 1966? I know something serious about that. I want it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, we are gonna get that piece. I'm madly anticipating that piece. That is by far gonna be my favorite Batmobile. Yes, even over the '89 Batmobile. And I tell you what, that DeLorean, Back to the Future DeLorean Hot Toys is putting out, that looks like a monster. It's very small compared to the other vehicles, but man, does that thing look sick. But that's all I know about the '66 Batmobile. But thanks for the comment, even though it had nothing to do with the video, because you know what? I know you at least attempted to watch the video, maybe, but you clicked on my video, and that's cool enough, and you made a comment, and regardless of whatever it was a peaceful comment, and thank you very much. So moving along, we have Mohammed Gaiva. Again, great work. Can you share the custom details, work, blah, blah. Oh, I read that comment already. I'm sorry. I don't know how that's on there twice. Next up, we got Patrick Lee. Just get rid of the hat. You need to get that scalp checked. Just get rid of the hat. Oh, I guess I was itching my scalp. You know what? It's probably because I was up all night. I stay up and I get, and you know, I really don't have to check my scalp because I have a condition called sarcoidosis, which gives me really bad, patchy, dry skin. See my leg? See that? That's sarcoidosis. It's a pretty serious deal for some people. Luckily, my case is only affecting my skin. I do have some growths in my lungs, but I really don't need to get my head checked. But I guess thanks for the comment, unless you were trying to be smart, but hopefully not. Hopefully you were just being cool and positive, and I don't have to get my scalp checked. But moving on to the next comment, Eddie Def, the last creep. That's dope, man. Sick with it on that one. You guys ever get any Ultraman toys or giant robots? Maybe Spectre Man. No, but I'm very, very interested in getting some of those old Medicom Ultramans. Those are tight. I really want to get some of those. And thanks for the comment. And next we have the Neo 11. Can you sell me this, or I'll send you mine to do the same work? I probably will not do this custom again. I don't think I've ever done the same custom twice. That's just not the kind of customs I do. My customs are one of a kind, and they get sold. And I always say, oh, I'm going to do it again when I sell it, but I don't. So that's basically the way it goes. If somebody really wants something of mine, they basically have to make me an offer, because I'm not going to put a price on my pieces, because they're originally, you know, I don't make them to sell them. But thanks for the comments, everybody on this page. Moving over to the Bomb Show page. So here we go. Your customization is, this is by Tigrillo. Your customization is very good. It's a real work of precision mechanics. Congratulations, Jay. You really made a great improvement to that figure. I love the show. Thanks for sharing your work. Greetings from Costa Rica. Costa Rica's in the house. Yeah. What's going on, man? I'm glad to see you. You are always commenting and watching my videos, and I appreciate that. And I hope me doing these personal responses back is above and beyond just commenting, typing, because this is more personal, and hopefully you guys get to know me a little better, because I don't know, for some reason I think I have this look, or the way I carry myself, or something that some people just get the really wrong idea about me. But I'm always being a character. I'm always goofing around. I'm always joking, and I get along with everybody. So thanks for the comment, and let's move it on down. Chillville, man, holy shrimp, man. Wow, I am impressed. Incredible mod. I'm not sure what else to say, but to keep doing what you're doing. The only reason I would ever buy this statue is if I had a modded like yours. Yeah, it was very, very stiff with that twisted core that wouldn't move, and it was turned sideways. That bothered the crap out of me as soon as I took him out the box. As soon as I got that guy out the box, man, within minutes I was taking it apart. And my wife Wendy came down and looked at me. She's like, "What are you doing?" Sometimes she does. Sometimes I'll like, we'll get a new figure in that day, and I'll be working on the script. I'll start writing the script up, for the show and blah blah. And she'll come down and check on what I'm doing, and she'll see the figure in pieces. She'll be like, "What are you doing?" And I'll be like, "Well, they glued this damn thing on. They sewed that shut. I want to get to the bottom. I want to get to the base of the figure to see what's cooking." And I'll be taking stuff apart, and I'll just start customizing. And while I'm doing the review and while I'm typing the script, I'll start cutting pieces off and adding feet and hollowing out shoes and cutting this and that. But I can't help it, man. That's just what I do. That's like, you put a bag of crack in front of a junkie. I mean, what is he gonna do? He's gonna mook. But that's not a good joke. But let's move it on. Moving along, we got next on. We had Jedi DB. Nice job. That custom came out well. Thank you very much. Put a lot of work into it, and thanks for the comment. Next, we got Sean Henry. I enjoy your work, and I enjoy you commenting and watching my videos. Thank you very much. Also, Decorzo 1981. Wow, looks really nice and clean. If I had this figure, I would definitely be trying to contact you to see if I can get this done. Love it. You took an okay figure and just made it a must-have. I agree. I easily think if Hot Toys just put a little more work into that guy, they could have bumped his price up $100. They could have sold him like a die-cast figure, over $300 figure, because he's a big, meaty figure. He's a big figure. I mean, they should have just... I don't want Hot Toys to cut back on their stuff. They've already done that way too much for me. They've already cut back way too much. I want Hot Toys to be what their name said. Hot Toys. They're hot. Their stuff is on fire. That Power Pose line, I hope they got the idea from everybody that I'm sorry, that shit is just not happening. Nobody wants no Power Pose. I'm sorry. I love Hot Toys figures, but you know what? I don't want no Hot Toys Power Pose. I don't want no little mini bus. I don't want none of that stuff. I want Hot Toys to produce, if not the closest to the baddest figures on the planet. Action figures, fully posable action figures. I want double jointed elbows and knees. I don't want clothes glued to the figures. I don't want you making statues. I don't want none of that. And I get this way about this because I'm passionate about this. I don't want you cutting corners and making figures cheaper. I'm used to paying good prices for Hot Toys figures because I'm used to them putting out some of the best stuff possible. I don't want shortcuts or any of that stuff. And that's the bottom line. And if I want statues, I'll get my statues from Sideshow. Sideshow makes magnificent statues. I love their stuff. Wendy and I have been accumulating a really nice collection of Sideshow statues recently, and I love their stuff. It's magnificent. Just like I love Hot Toys 1/6 scale figures. I don't want them to do anything else. I don't want them to cut any corners. But let me stop blabbing about that and getting all pissed off about it and move on. Thanks for the comment. We got, okay, I think next one was Kraken 2000. Oh, I for sure want to see a video on the Kit Bash head with the posable eyes. Iron Man looks great. Have you ever considered putting a camera over your workbench and filming yourself work and then showing that at a high speed or slowing down to talk some bull while in progress? I love this video and the responses. Thank you very much. Honestly, if I did try to put a camera over my shoulder and film my working, I would be filmed. There's just too much. Yeah, I could do it, but I have a digital camera and it runs on P2 memory cards, and they only last about a half hour, so I'd have to stop every half hour, offload the cards, redo them, the whole, it's just too much. That's why I'm gonna do a kind of a step-by-step on one of my customs, but it's gonna be like a Star Wars ship with just some lights or maybe just a simple figure that I put some sound effects in, or something not too crazy. Because if I tried to do something like that Iron Man power pose, I mean, it would take me months to do the one video and trying to work on the custom at the same time. It would just the process of trying to document the customization, it would interfere with the work to such a point that I either wouldn't get the job done the way I want it done, or it would just take so long, and who knows if I would ever get it done. I don't think that would work for a really complex project unless I had someone, a third party, filming and documenting and doing all that stuff. Because when I get that inspiration, and sometimes, I mean, I'll sit in this room sometimes for 16, 20, 24 hours straight, just working, grinding and blacking out. Literally, I'll be working. All of a sudden, I'll open my eyes and I'll realize I'm like passing out, falling asleep while I'm working on stuff. But you know, sometimes those ideas and those techniques and processes and all that stuff, they come at, you know, while I'm working on it. Sometimes I'll get a great idea for something in the middle of working on something. I'll just scrap what I'm doing and I'll be like, ooh, let me get this. You know, like working on I got these X-Acto blades. I'm sure you know what these are if you're a customizer. And these X-Acto blades are fantastic. And these are going to be, this is a nice solid metal brushed, I believe this is brushed aluminum. And this is a fantastic hydraulic piston for a project that I'm working on. And this came out of nowhere. You know, I just happened to be cutting stuff and blah blah, and I'm looking at my hand and I'm like, man, this is what I've been looking for. It actually isn't this size, it's the smallest, the #1 size X-Acto. There it is. This X-Acto, you gotta order these because these are going to be hydraulic pistons on a new project that I'm working on. And these are bad. I mean, this is a whole new level of something I graduated into while I was working on a project. So it comes like that, and it's really, you know, for me to document the stuff, and I would have to go back, redo all the footage over of what I was thinking about before that step, and it's got to be on a simple project, but I am working on it. And thanks for the comment. Next, we got Don Huck. Damn, bro, you made this figure good. From good to spectacular, this thing is a beast now. Great work, man. Thank you very much. I agree, the red snap is a beast. And thank you for the comment. Next, we got Peter Drake. Absolutely incredible work. Thank you very much. I busted my butt doing that, and I'm glad you appreciate it. Next one, we got I Dream of Pins. Amazing job. Same thing. Thank you very much. I worked really hard on it. I'm glad you appreciate it. Next, we got Tybo Tybo. I have a feeling that's what it is. I have a feeling that's somebody from Atlanta. Hopefully it is Tybo Tybo. I don't want to, you know, misrepresent your stomping grounds, but hopefully that's what it is. That's badass, dude. Thank you very much. I'm very much in love with that. I've got quite a few offers on the or quite a few people asking me to sell it, and I kind of got an offer or two, but not anything that at all worth what my time was. Michael Henry Reyes, nice piece. Oh, thanks, Tybo. Michael Henry Reyes, nice piece of work, but hope you can document the process on future episodes. Keep doing what you do best. I'm getting around to that, and I am going to do that. And thank you for the comment. Ray New York, yeah, my dude, you got all hardware store on that red snapper. I got all Home Depot on that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? That's true, man. I got all hardware store on it, man. Finding things from all over the place, man. Just cutting pieces off of stuff and making things work, man. That's how it happens for me. Okay, next we got Andre. What's cooking, Andre? It's good to see you again at Comic-Con, of course. You see this guy every year at Comic-Con. He's a good dude. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel. Ansel 2006. Wow, Hot Toys should have done this job for all of us. Yes. However, I think if they did it the way I did it, it would probably be like a $500 figure. But and that's mass manufactured. That's nowhere near what this custom is worth, in my opinion. But thanks for commenting, bro. Next up, we got Steve Monreal. That's not just a custom, it's an upgrade. Really nice job. I agree with you. If I want a statue, I'll get a sideshow or an artifacts. You see? He just co-signed it. I don't want Hot Toys doing no statues. I don't want them doing no mini busts. I don't want them doing no... just make the damn top figures you can make. That's it. Don't cut any corners to make a little price there. You want to cut corners to make them cheaper? Put them in cheaper boxes. Make the boxes less elaborate. Do that if you want to save some money. Do it with the packaging. I'll give you that. You want to cut some corners? Cut some corners on the packaging. That's fine with me. Don't cut corners on the figures. Please don't do that. Even if the price is going to be cheaper. I don't want you to make cheaper prices. I want you to make the best figures you can make them and price them as well as you can price them. That's it. We buy Hot Toys because we want a high-end figure. Can't wait for the next custom. Exactly. I totally agree, Steve. That's what we want. We buy Hot Toys because we want the absolute highest end figures they could possibly produce for us. And that's the bottom line. And thank you for the comment. MGMA, sweet, and you look like you need this giant cup of coffee after 6 days. Great work. If you notice, when I did the video for the Star Wars figures, I did that last night, but man, I was passing. I was falling asleep at the wheel, bro. So, and even this morning when I got up, I mean, I didn't sleep too well, but I had to start off with this coffee, man, because I still felt it from last night. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for the comment and thanks for watching. And we got Viet Nguyen or Viet Nguyen. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I hope I didn't mess it up too bad. I'm thinking it's Viet Nguyen. And amazing modifications. Thank you very much. And I hope you're overseas somewhere because I hope I'm reaching some people like on the other side of the world. That would be awesome. Make new friends and talk to new people, and thank you for the comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I do all this stuff and I make these videos for the few people that watch, because honestly, we're not getting much views. Especially on this kind of stuff, I'm not getting very many views, but you know, it pays off in a great deal when people, you know, get people's positive feedback and constructive criticism and all that good stuff, because you know what, no matter what, I mean, there's always better. There's always somebody that can do a better custom than I can. There's always somebody who can improve the custom that I've done. And all this feedback is wonderful. Thank you for the comment, Viet. And next we have Down Mas. I hope I pronounced that right. Down or Down Mas. This is just insane. Superb job. Thank you very much. I am probably a little bit crazy, so you might be right. No, but yeah, thanks for the comment. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you comment more again and watch more of my stuff. Next we have Kermisi Farid Storyboard. Wow, man, that is awesome custom job. Where did you buy those aluminum chrome tubes? I'd love to get some to customize the 1/4 Endo Terminator neck. They are made of plastic and tend to break. Thanks, man. Yeah, try. Literally, you can go to hardware stores. You can buy brushed aluminum spacers. You can buy solid aluminum tubes. You can buy, like I said, I just discovered these X-Acto barrels. Look at that. That's a beautiful, gotta watch that blade. That's a beautiful steel barrel right there. That's wonderful. These are definitely, I ordered 2 of these because they are going on something so serious. You got the antennas, you got the extending magnet barrels if you go to hardware stores. I mean, there's a bunch of things. I even looked at dish drying racks. You know those wire dish drying racks? I found some of those that had some beautiful stainless, they were like stainless steel construction. Boom, cut those right off, file them down, you got some beautiful steel barrels. There's a million things, man, you just gotta go out there and look. But I'm sure one of those options will work fine. Thanks for the comment, thanks for the support, and thanks for watching. All right, next we got El Sinistro. I dig it, bro. Damn, I wish I could I think he meant buy this piece. I wish I could buy this piece. I hear you. I'm glad I own this piece, and I would like to sell it for the amount I'd be happy selling it for, but it really doesn't make a difference if I sell it or not, because it's an awesome piece. It's probably beside the Ironmonger, it's my nicest Iron Man figure now. And you know what? It's nicer than the Ironmonger in a lot of ways because it's one of a kind. It's nicer in my opinion. It might not be standing one next to each other and comparing them back and forth. It might not be nicer because the Ironmonger is just massive and so cool. It's got the guy inside and everything. But as far as the masses goes, my red snapper is cooler, in my opinion, because there's a ton of those ironmongers in a bunch of houses all over the world. It makes it a lot more special that nobody else has this one. It's one of a kind. I mean, it's a grail, you know. But thanks for the comment. Next we got Luis Blancar. What's up, Lou? How you doing, homeboy? Custom Corner rocks the best part about owning a Hot Toys or Entebbe figures that you can make them your own by customizing. Nailed it, buddy. It was good seeing you at Comic-Con as well, bro. And thanks for the comment, of course. And next we have Vuk Markovic. Don't know what to add about this video. I agree with all the comments. This is a very expensive figure in my opinion. I like your upgrade, but still don't think that it is worth so much money. Thanks for sharing your idea with us. Hey, bro, to each his own. I mean, you know, some people think sideshow figures are too expensive. Some people think, whatever. Some people can't even buy Marvel Legends figures. They think it's a ripoff. So, I mean, you know, hey, it's not your cup of tea, and I have to respect that. I think it's worth every penny. But hey, you know, either way, thanks for the comment. Thanks for watching, and thank you all together. And next we have 70 Humbler. What's up, Bart? Man, I love your custom corner. This is the way the figure should have been made. Ever since Mark III Battle Damage, it seems Hot Toys stopped making functional forearm weapons. Yeah, man, I don't like those cutbacks, man. I don't know. I want all the stuff to function, man. I want Hot Toys to be hot toys. I don't want them to be warm toys or lukewarm toys. I want them to be hot. Every time I open a Hot Toys figure, I want to have to open that bad boy up with some pot holders on my hand because the figures are so hot. You know, that's why, for me, man, I have to say, I really loved when Hot Toys was a model company, when they used to release their figures as model kits, even though they were the same thing. You just had to put them together yourself, and they weren't glued down. Everything wasn't glued and stuck together. I like their figures when they used to be like that. I wish Hot Toys would maybe even do that as a price cutting, corner cutting, lowering price deal. How about releasing your standard figures to all the people who just want to take them and stand them up and put them in there? You could even do power pose if you want. That's fun. You know what? Make the same figures in model kits that are unassembled and make them cheaper. How about that? That would be a fantastic option, and it would cost you a lot less. You'd have a lot less labor to pay for, but I don't think that would happen. Even though that would definitely cut their costs, I'm sure they would not do that because they just won't do it. But anyway, thanks, Bart. Thanks for the comment. And I agree, man. They've been the Iron Man figures from, I believe, from the Mark 4 and 6 and original War Machine on. They just, like, everything is switch out parts. Things just don't. They just don't do all those functioning things on them anymore, and that bothers me a lot. But I mean, they're still wonderful figures, but all of my Iron Man figures are from the 6 and before. All of my favorite Iron Man figures are older Iron Man figures. It's definitely not the new ones. But moving along, we have Enrico. Awesome, keep it up. Thank you very much, and I certainly will, especially for people watching the videos and commenting and appreciating my work. Thank you. Next up, we got the Skull Reviews. Fantastic work. You did what Hot Toys should have done from the get. I love how it still looks like a brand new figure as your mods are seamless. That's the whole point. I mean, I respect these other artists' work so much that I really don't ever want to change what they look like. Because, you know what? Even though it might not be 100% screen accurate, those people drive me crazy. It isn't screen accurate. I want screen accurate. You know what? Screen accurate is bullshit, man. They use so many different models, so many different props, so many different, which are supposed to represent the same entity in the film. There's no way the continuity it's different from every single scene. I mean, I went and I started taking pictures of my Iron Man, of the Mark VII, because I'm working on it. I went and started taking pictures of different shots and blah, and I started noticing how different the costume is from one to the next. So that screen accurate, that's all just a bunch of nonsense, man. I don't even care about that. If the figure looks fantastic, it looks fantastic. It doesn't they can't make the figure look like every scene in the movie because it changes from scene to scene. So that's all a bunch of hogwash, and you know, I don't like to mess with what the figures look like because I respect these people's art. I respect their art to the fullest. That's why I try to do functional stuff. I don't care if Sideshow's older figures look 80 or 85% like the actor, you know what? That's fine for me, because I know how damn difficult it is to sculpt the head and to capture somebody's likeness. That is a serious pain in the ass. You have to be an extremely talented person to do that. You know what? So that'd be like if somebody came to my house, took one of my oil paintings and started painting on it because they wanted to improve it. They wanted it to look more like me. That would piss me. You know what? Let's just leave that alone. But yeah, no, I don't like to change what the figures look like. That's not my type of custom work. But thanks for the comment, and and I do like to make them as seamless as possible. I don't like it to be apparent or to be obvious that anything was done to the figures. But next up we have Anthony saying, "Hi Jay, watched you on Wendy for a while. I'm an Iron Man collector only. Your mods on this Red Snapper are fantastic. Amazing job, and keep up the good work." Thank you very much, and I certainly intend to continue doing these customs, and I will continue to post videos. Thank you. Next one we have Collecting Color. "Hey Jay, great custom work. You have a great talent. Just want to say thanks for all your videos. I've been watching you guys since you started. Like HCCTR first video I watched was a Sideshow Emperor review, and the quality of your videos have gotten even better than when you first started. I have just one question. Will you be doing the award show at the end of the year, or have you stopped doing it? Because it was something that I used to look forward to at the end of the year. Thanks for the videos, Joe." You know, I had every intention. The first year that we missed out on, I had an issue. We had this turd squatting on HCCTR website, and you know what? He thinks it's all good and it's all, but you know, I'm just waiting for the appropriate moment to expose this person, because he's a big dog. He's a very established person, and he should know better than to go and try to cut the little guy's throat. The little guy on the way up, you know, you're supposed to nurture and support those people. At least that's the way I look at life, and the way my outlook on life is, I don't step on people or squash people, you know, especially people that I could see are really putting an effort into something. And that's exactly what this snake did. So that's the reason why the first award show didn't happen, because all that was going on with our channel and blah blah, and this bull crap happened, and I was really just not in a good mood to do that kind of stuff. But I had every intention of doing it last year, and I just didn't get it done. The timing wasn't good, but this year I do plan on doing it, and I'm glad you brought it up, because it is a kick in the pants for me to get on the ball and get working on it. But the time is running out on this camera, so thank you for the comment. Let me get to the last one. The last one is Omochana Roumu. I hope I said that right, but anyway, great job, friend. Amazing. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace and love to all. And until the next one, peace.